Welcome to JD Roastery. Today we're going to talk about how to make coffee with an AeroPress. We've got a full blog post on this with detailed instructions and different methods. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to boil our clean, fresh water. As always, we want water fresh off the boil. Today we're going to be using 17 grams of coffee with 220 milliliters of water. We're going to use the traditional method versus the inverted method, which we'll read more about on the blog. So we're going to measure out 17 grams of coffee. We always want to measure and grind right before we brew. This is going to be a medium fine grind, similar to what I use for pour over. All right, now that our coffee is ground, we are going to take off the AeroPress filter cap and rinse the filter paper. We always want to rinse the filter paper just to get some of that paper taste out and kind of help warm the filter. You can do this while the filter cap is attached to the plunger to help warm the chamber a little bit. Today I didn't do that, just for demonstration purposes. So go ahead and place your AeroPress on a mug and you can dose your ground coffee. If you're a gram or two off from the coffee dose, usually it's because of the grinder retention. It's not a big deal. So today, like I mentioned, we're going to be using about 17 grams of coffee with 220 milliliters of water. So go ahead and tare the scale and go up to 220 grams of water. Try to pour this water in about 10 to 15 seconds. Once we're poured up to 220 grams, we're just going to give it a stir to make sure all of our grounds are saturated. And what's interesting about the AeroPress is that it's combining an immersion method with a filtered method. So we're going to let it steep for about 1 minute and 15 seconds. Then we're going to plunge it through a filter. Similar to a clever dripper, we're kind of combining two different brewing methods. So once you get a good amount of water in there, it will stop dripping. You'll see a little bit of it has come out into the mug already. So once we get the water in there, it will kind of hold and steep for that 1 minute and 15 seconds. At the end of that 1 minute and 15 seconds, go ahead and take that cap off and give it a stir and plunge. Try to take it off your scale, otherwise you may damage your scale if you're plunging with that much force. But I like the regular method just because I got kids running around, and with the inverted method, I just feel like, someone's going to knock it over and burn themselves. But if you check out the blog post at jdroastery.com, we have 4 different recipes, 2 for making regular like coffee like this, and 2 for making espresso like coffee. So if you want to make a latte at home or have a more concentrated brew like espresso, you can do that as well. So I rinse off my spoon, stir it real quick, and go ahead and serve it and enjoy. Let us know what you think. Check out the blog at jdroastery.com. Thanks, bye.